Today we're going to check out a product from ThinkGeek called the iCade 8-Bitty. It's a Bluetooth controller that will connect to your iPhone, iPad, Android phone or Android tablet. It's not bad at what it does. There's a few limitations and I'm going to walk you through how to set it up and what I think of the product. The first thing to notice is that it comes in this beautiful blister packaging. I did expect it to come in a box. The product was $29.95 from ThinkGeek's website. I'll put a link below. There are instructions contained within. Of course, once you get the package opened with the blade. The instructions are very easy to follow. Pretty straightforward setup in terms of what you need to do. You'll notice on the back there's this little screw-in panel, an on-off switch, some federal requirements there, probably with regards to the wireless signal. The only problem I had with this was getting the little case open. As you can see, you need a Phillips head screwdriver. I didn't have one handy, so I used a sharp knife. Be safe when you do all of this at home, especially opening that blister packaging can be quite dangerous. So what we can see, front of the controller, pretty standard classic NES layout, with a few caveats, of course. First being this little blue indicator light showing you that there's power, which we can do just by flicking the switch on the back to on. Like so. There it is there, glorious blue LED. 8-way controller, including diagonals. The select and start button here. 4 face buttons and 2 shoulder buttons. We can call them L1 and R1, I guess. You've got some faux wood paneling around the side. I'm not a fan of that look. I mean, the front graphic is quite nice, but the wood paneling, I don't know. The weight of the controller is pretty decent once you put batteries in it. When I took it out, I was surprised by how light it was, but it takes 2 AAA batteries, and they were fairly easy to install once you had the cover off, of course. Now, setup is pretty easy. We'll go through that step by step. Okay, so as I said, setup is pretty straightforward. All you need to do is go to your iPad's settings screen. Under General, you'll see an option for Bluetooth. So in there, it will automatically try and detect the devices it can see. So at the moment you can see my computer is there. It doesn't yet see the controller, so I have switched it on, as you saw before. And all you do is hold both the start and select buttons, and hopefully it should pop up. There it is, just like that. So it says it's not paired. All you need to do is select it, and there you go, it is now connected. There's not much else to do except run one of the compatible games, and I'll even put a link to a list of those below as well. So here we have Super Crate Box from Vlambeer. It's like a platformer, very simple concept. All you need to do is survive and collect as many boxes as you can. The 8-Bitty does nothing from the main menu. You actually don't need to set it up though, but you do have to use your standard touch controls to get in. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if I'm moving left and right, no problem. Up is jump, and the other buttons, what's this then? The other buttons don't actually do anything. For some reason, the weird control style is that the center buttons are what you need to do to control this game. Now, I'm not sure whether that's software specific or you know, a decision that ThinkGeek made, but I don't know. It just seems odd. Controls are quite responsive. Bluetooth has come a long way since the early days, and you know, there's no lag or anything. Like what I input is exactly what I get back. Doesn't make the game any easier though. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's an odd feeling playing a tablet game with a controller. I wouldn't even say this is for hardcore players. Like the other iCade systems were more simplified, like they didn't have as many buttons, and they worked quite well, like you would expect an arcade controller to work. This is a different ball game. There you have it, folks. The ThinkGeek iCade 8-Bitty game controller. It's okay, but it's more of a stocking stuffer than something for hardcore gamers, purely on the fact that you can't remap the buttons. At least not yet. I think software developers are going to be putting that into the games, especially the games that are supported by iCade. It's definitely not for the hardcore player, and it certainly won't replace, I hate to say it, it certainly won't replace the on-screen touch controls for some of these arcade games. It's not bad. $29.95. I'll put the link below. Thank you for joining me for today's review. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest mobile games. This has been Alex for Game Mob. That's www.gamemob.com.